Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I know it's annoying. All right, so today's video is going to be a little bit different than the other videos because I want to talk to you about a couple of things. So we're going to get right into it. It's going to be a significantly shorter video. What's happening with my lighting today is everything is going crazy. So my overhead light, just quit or whatever. I've got sunlight that's being filtered through trees, so I don't have any natural light really. My lights back there are kind of glaring a little bit, and my light that I have right here above my computer just went out. So I don't know what's going on, but we're just going to have to deal with what we've been given today, right? Just like we do every day. And I'm just adjusting that a little bit so I look a little bit more in frame. Anyway, that's the way it is. So today I wanted to talk about some of the things that I did yesterday, which was using all cream-based makeup. And I'm going to do that again today, but in a slightly different way, or maybe a really different way. And so we'll go through that. But I wanted to talk to you today about something that I don't know why I haven't thought of this before, because I literally use this every single day when I take a shower. And it is to exfoliate my skin. Now, here's what I have to say about exfoliators. There's some great products on the market. I'm going to take my glasses off because they're glaring desperately. There's some great products on the market that have what they call microbeads. And they're exactly what it sounds like. They're little, tiny, small plastic beads. And so I've been thinking about that and thinking about, I don't know that I want to put more plastic down the drain, because where does it end up? It ends up in the ocean. We got a problem there, so let's not do that. So what I've decided to do is not use my micro beaded exfoliators, because I don't want to do that anymore. So I've gotten rid of them. And it's kind of like, it's a catch-22, isn't it? Because first of all, they're in a plastic bottle. It seems like everything's plastic today. I remember a time before plastic. Do you remember that time before Tupperware? Scary how old we are. Anyhow, so I threw them away. So they're in the trash, and so it's kind of like, it's a real catch-22 about how do I get rid of this. But I won't be purchasing anymore. So there's that. We all do what we can, right? Even if it's on a small scale. So I was like, okay, I need to exfoliate. So how am I going to do that? And I thought about this product that I saw years and years and years and years ago. And I couldn't remember what it was even called. And then I was like, I know it's something. And then I found it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. So it is made of plastic, but this product will last you. I have one in my shower right now that I use now as a soap dish sponge that I think has been with me for at least 10 years, at least. So it's one product that can last you 10 years. And here it is. Do you remember these? Anybody remember those? It's a Buff Puff. How many of us have forgotten about our Buff Puffs? Now, this Buff Puff is really something special because they've improved them. If you haven't used a Buff Puff in several years, you'll be happy to know that they've improved them. So there is a rougher side and a smoother side. So depending upon the sensitivity of your skin, you can choose which side to use, which is amazing. Amazing! Anyway, so I use this in the shower, and I simply put my Dove soap, or if I'm using that peach foam cleanser in the morning, which I typically don't do because I use it typically at night. So I usually just use my Dove soap on here, and I just scrub away, and it exfoliates. And yes, loves, I exfoliate every single day. Some people like me who have a lot of oily skin, we can do that. Some people that have drier skin, you might not want to do that. So just kind of bear that in mind. You kind of have to play around and experiment what works for you. But I use this every day, and I can't believe I hadn't thought of this before, but I thought of it, and I was like, I should tell them about the wonderful product called Buff Puff. This one is about oh, I don't know, maybe 4 months old, I guess. And when I finish, exfoliating my skin in the morning, I make sure that I wring it out really well and that it's not damp at all while it's sitting in my shower because, it can build bacteria, yada, yada, yada. So we don't want that. These are great. Invest in one. They're super cheap. I think it's like $3. It's cheap. It'll last you forever. It's a win-win for me. All right, so there's that. So there's my little exfoliating magic. It's kind of like a magic eraser for your face. Anyway, so what we're going to do today, I went ahead and dried my hair because later I'm going to go get a haircut, and I don't like to go to the, I'm one of those weirdos that does not like to go to the hairdresser with dirty hair. So I washed and dried my hair today. And also, I think it kind of helps if you go in with your hair like somewhat styled in the way you normally style it, so the hairdresser can see, oh, this is what she parts it on this side, it goes like this, and that's the way she likes it. And so they don't get all crazy with you and do something that is not your thing. Now today I'm planning to take some length off because it is summertime and it's super hot. The highs for the next week are going to be above 90. So it's super hot in Florida. Yay. And humid. So there's that. And so if I'm going to pull it up in a ponytail, why do I have long hair? Because it's just going to end up being up. So I'm going to take a significant amount off and we'll see how that turns out. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. All right, so let's get into what we're going to do today. So after my shower and I exfoliated with my Buff Puff, I went ahead and I put on my SPF 15 moisturizer, oil of Olay, and I went ahead and put the Depuff under my eyes, the Garnier Clearer Brighter, what does it say? I forget. That has the roller ball that you put on. And I took an allergy pill this morning because, as I said yesterday, it's allergy season in Florida, and when I watched the video yesterday to kind of see how it was going or whatever, I noticed that I sounded really nasally like this, and I didn't like that. I'm still feeling nasally because I just took the Claritin about 20 minutes ago. I'm hoping, I hope that I can get this cleared out pretty quick because that's part of my issue is with the puffiness in my eyes is I have allergies. So what we're going to do today is I don't think it's a new product because I think I've showed it in another video, but it's just a different way of doing my face today. It's going to be a much simpler process than yesterday's. Yesterday's I thought was like crazy, kind of a crazy process. So I'm going to keep it simple today because, like I said, I'm just going to the hairdresser. I don't need to look spectacular, but I do need to look a little bit, presentable, I suppose. All right, so what I have over here that we're going to apply today, and I'm going to have to put my glasses on so I can see. This is called TLM. That's why I have my glasses. Foundation, Color Changing and Adjusting Naked. Sounds serious. All Day Flawless, Lit from Within Complexion, Perfectly Flawless Finish. And then the most important part right there, SPF 15. So again, I'm going to end up with like SPF 30 on my face today. That's pretty good. So here is the product, TLM Foundation Color Changing. And what their claim is, and it is white when it comes out, and I'll show you in a minute. What their claim is that you put this on and it self-adjusts to your skin. In other words, it mimics the color of your skin and gives you coverage as well. So I'm going to use this today and we're going to see how it goes. Now I want you to notice a couple of things because the lighting in here is so different today. You can see here is a dark spot that I have. That is an old chickenpox scar because yes, I had the chickenpox when I was a kid. And then we have these spots over here that I've been complaining about. And that's that. So I'm going to do something here. Something's wrong here. My lighting is just all crazy today. I don't know. We're going to work with it. All right. So what I have over here in a little bowl is my sponge that I'm going to use today. And I just took it out and I'm wringing it out so it's damp and not wet. Yesterday when I was doing the whole sponge business, it was a lot drier than what I needed it to be. So we're going to change that today. All right, so let's put our color changing makeup foundation, I suppose, on. And so I'm just taking a couple of pumps like so. Boop, boop, like 2 pumps. And see, it is white. And I'm going to go ahead and just apply it like a little bit, you know, just kind of like in the places I want. And it's kind of like, you know, that old beach stuff, the zinc oxide kind of stuff. It kind of has that feel to it. And I will tell you, this product, I'm not a real big fan of the scent. It has kind of a, I wish I could tell you what it smelled like, but I can't even think of something to compare it to. So I'm just kind of smooshing this on first, like so. I'm going to get some under there. And we're just going to smoosh it around just a little bit before I take the sponge to it. So there it is. And so my theory is what happens is the temperature of your skin starts to warm this up and change it to the tone of your skin. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. I don't have any idea. Kind of reminds me of that stuff that used to get, you know, color changing, you know, it's like a mood ring for your face. Well, it doesn't tell your mood. So it's almost already spread in, so to speak. So I'm just going to do this business with my sponge. And it's still pretty white looking, which I find surprising. But that's okay because I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to let it be what it's going to be for a minute. And when it starts warming up with my skin or whatever, then it'll change to the color that I need it to be. All right, so let's see how we're doing. It's really hard for me to tell in this light, but I will tell you, it looks like pretty white, right? I mean, I'm a light colored woman, but I'm not. Kind of looks like a kabuki mask right now. I don't know if you know what kabuki is. It's the Japanese dancer things where they have all white. All right, so I'm going to let that sit on there for just a few minutes and see what happens. I've used this before, and to be honest with you, I cannot remember what it turns out to be. I can see already it's starting to warm up on my face, which is a good thing. It's not heavy at all. It is fairly light. It's a little thicker than moisturizer, so, you know, I guess that's where the coverage comes in because that's what it's going to be. But while this is kind of, anytime that you put something on your face that's a liquid, you really want to let it set for a few minutes, first of all, to warm up with your skin, and secondly, to give it a chance to kind of dry, I suppose, so that you can blend things a little easier. Does that make sense? Anyhow, so while this is doing that and adjusting to my face, whatever that means, I want to talk to you about something that happened to me last night. And I've thought a lot about this. And I did a little praying about it because it made me feel a little guilty. So I was at Bible class last night, and it's a group of ladies who are wonderful. I mean, I love my ladies' Bible class. And we were talking about something, and so I raised my hand and I shared something. And I won't go into details about what it was about or anything like that. But when I was talking, I caught somebody saying behind me, you know, they whispered a little louder than they thought they were. And they whispered to their friend, "She sure does like to talk about herself." Imagine my horror. I was like, wow. And so I thought about it for a long time, and I was like, you know, I do talk about myself a lot. And that is something that I am conscious of, but I'm not very good at controlling it, I suppose. I do work on it. It's something that I don't like about myself. See, I'm like, I. But it really took me aback, first of all, that someone would say it out loud. And then secondly, that it was in ladies' Bible class. And so it was really disheartening. And I thought, okay, so if she's saying it out loud, it is a thing. And if she's sharing it with someone else, that's a little disheartening to me. So I felt really depressed and really sad after class last night. And I was thinking about it on the way home, and I thought, in that moment, I felt like what I was offering to the class was an enhancement to the lesson. And of course, other people may or may not have thought that. And then I thought about it some more, and I thought, maybe the issue isn't her. Maybe the issue is me. Because, I like to internalize things because, let's face it, all of us think that the world revolves around us. Selfishness is a really big thing in our country, in our society, and in our humanity. It's part of our humanity. So I thought about it, and I prayed about it last night, and I was like, Lord, please help me to not think about only myself and talk about only myself. And I wanted to tell you that because this was like the third instance in a week that someone has said something of that nature to me. And I was like, wow, maybe I am not serving the needs of others like I need to be. And so I'm going to ask that you think about that about me. And if you're a spiritual person and you pray, please pray for me that I think more about others than myself. So there's that. It was really kind of disappointing last night. All right, so here we go. So now this is soaked in. It's still a little bit tacky. Let's pull in close for a close-up view. I wish my lighting was working better. There we go. So it kind of did give me the coverage I like. It's going to definitely give me the sun protection. So I'm pretty happy about it. And for what I'm doing today, which is going to get a haircut, I think this is an okay coverage face. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, remember yesterday I was talking about this really cute kiss. And yes, it says kiss and smink, which I think means smile and wink. And the color, let's see if I can get it upside down, of course. Tulum, which I found out yesterday. Tulip yummy? I don't know. It's tulip pink to me. And I told you that this stick could be used for eyes, cheeks, and lips. So I'm going to do that today because it's a simpler look. It's a simple way to put on a product. So there's the color again, in case you missed it from yesterday. And first, I'm going to put it on my eyes. So I'm going to roll it up just a little bit. And I'm going to warm it up on my skin here just a little bit so it'll roll a little bit better. There's the color. It's really pretty. And now I'm just going to put it right on my eyes. And you're going to be like, wow, this is some pink eyeballs you got going here. And I'm trying not to pull my skin up there. Maybe I should do a dab thing. That's what I should do. Instead of going right across, I should do a dab like this because that way I'm not pulling on my eye skin, which is already wrinkly. And I'm going to apply it all on before I blend it. All right, so now I'm going to do my cheeks. And I do that triangle pattern because I have a round face and I want the apples of my cheeks to show. I'm just going to go right up like that. And then yesterday, I don't know if you remember, but I said that if I was going to put this on my lips again. Oh no, what did I do with it? Oh dear. I've lost my Burt's Bees. I thought I had it right here. I'm going to pause for just a moment. Okay, so I had accidentally left my Burt's Bees in the other room. So I said yesterday if I was going to put this on my lips, that I would put Burt's Bees on first because it's going to moisturize my lips and make it go on smoother. So I'm going to do that. So here's my Burt's Bees, my favorite thing in the whole world. And, you know, excuse me. I love Burt's Bees. It's the best moisturizing lip balm I've found in a long time. And so now I have that Burt's Bees on, and instead of going like this on my lips, I'm going to use my finger because I feel like I don't want mouth germs on this. I don't know. And I'll put that right on. All right. So I have the same color on my eyes, my cheeks, and my lips. How easy is that, right? And then I'm going to take my sponge, which is still, I'm going to actually dampen it just a little bit more because it did get dry. Okay, and now I'm going to blend my eyes. And folks, guess what I'm not doing today? I'm not going to put on eyebrows today. I'm just going to let them be. What a concept. All right, so there's the eyes. Let's do the cheeks. Like so. Just blend it out a little bit. I think that needs to be a little blended right there. Just blend it out. So it looks a little more like quote unquote natural. What makeup looks natural? No makeup. And then the last thing I'm going to do today is to put on mascara. I'm not doing my brows today because I just don't want to. Sometimes I want to do them and sometimes I don't, and it's all good. No one cares. For real. No one cares. So I'm going to go ahead and put my mascara on. So we'll do that. I don't know if you can hear in the background. That's my pug snoring. He's really taking a good nap over there. All right, and this is my look for today. It's pretty simple, pretty basic. Last things last, our Milani matte setting spray. We're gonna do that. You always shake it. I don't like that it's gonna get in my hair today, but that's the hairdresser's gonna wash it out anyway, so who cares, right? So 8 to 10 inches, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna do it this way so you can see. It's like a little misty spray, kind of nice. And then we'll just let that dry. And I'm gonna let that dry before I put my my glasses on. So there it is. There is our look for today. Pink eyes, pink chips, pink cheeks, and pink lips. So I'm hoping that it'll give me like a little rosy glow. I'll look pretty good all day. And that's the way it is today. I did want to share with you that that personal story about only talking about yourself. I really have to do some more thinking and bringing on that, I think, because I'm kind of caught between really feeling like I need to watch out for that and for not being hurt, by something someone said. We get talked about, let's face it. We get talked about. And sometimes you just have to roll with it. But if it was mentioned 3 times in the last week, that's kind of like a signal. So there we have it. So this is now dry. It is completely dry on my face, and I'm going to pull in close so you can kind of see. I wish the lighting was better today. So there's my eyes, my cheeks, and my lips. And you can see my freckles through that makeup, and I'm okay with that. It's my skin. That's what we're going to deal with. All right, so have a good day. Remember the 3 areas of your life that you need to work on every single day. So your spirit, get that praying and Bible reading done. Your body, do something good for your body today. What am I doing for my body today? I I don't even know. I think maybe I need to think about that too. I'll probably go for a walk or something like that. I'm not doing anything harsh today because I have a race on Saturday and I'm kind of saving energy. So we'll see what I do there. I may do some weightlifting later because I don't like the way my arms looked in that video yesterday. So spirit, body, and mind. For the mind today, I have a project that I'm working on, a writing project and a project where I'm actually sending something in to be looked at to be published. So that might be cool. So that's it. That's the 3 areas of your life you should work on it every single day. Spirit first. Always work on your spirit first. It's really super important. Body. Keep yourself healthy. And your mind. Keep your brain going. If you don't keep your brain going, it dies. So that's not a good thing. And then you end up talking to washcloths in the grocery store. I don't know. Anyway, have a wonderful day and God bless.